Stick with Herald of Ash actually. We'll get rid of Herald of Ice, and we'll bring in Vitality, and we'll put that on. Now that has a healing thing going on. You have to respawn as quickly as you can, because it will keep fighting even after you fall. So by respawning, it pulls it back to where you are. Okay, come on, work your way around. Really? For fuck's sake. Let's go this way. Need to find some enemies and start the healing. They seem to have to be quite close to benefit from the healing aura, but that's not too hard to work with. Handmade Guardian and Ray Spectre. I have to do that, Ray Spectre. And let's start raising some zombies. Right little army I have got going around now, don't I? I've got the Guardian, I have the Spectre, so there's 2, and 5 zombies. So 7 people helping me out. And now they all have, have extra regeneration going on that they normally wouldn't have, which is cool. There's Duskbiter. Who names their kid that? I know I made that joke a ton before, but really, who names their kid Duskbiter? Oh, Avian Wretch. Feck off. Also, Grey Brute. Alright, that makes sense considering what the feck it is. Also, Tormented Forger. I'll torment you further if I get my hands on you. It buffs any enemy it comes near to, with, its special brand of thing, with its special buff. So you kind of want to get rid of those ASAP. Sometimes I find they possess enemies, or I never actually find the ghost that's causing the enemies to have the buff, so I'm figuring they're probably possessing them or something. Other times they're fecking around. This spell creates ethereal blades which orbit in an area around you, periodically dealing damage to all enemies in their radius. As more blades are added, the damage becomes greater and more frequent. 7 to 10 physical damage, base duration is 5 seconds, hits enemies every 0.6 seconds. But the sorry, that just stopped making sense to me. I'm not sure, should I say it as every 60 seconds or 0.6 of a second? Nothing makes sense to me anymore. I suppose they're because it looks like they're just saying every second. No. Because there's 60 seconds to a minute, right? Well, sorry. Yeah, it's for every 0.6 of a second. Yes, sorry. I'm overthinking it, so I'm getting confuzzled. Colossal Mana Flask. No. Oh, yeah. No. Don't remember if I can give it boots. Let me check my phone. It's good to keep an eye on what I can give it. Helmet, given. Body armor, given. Gloves. Boots. Yeah, I can give it boots, and I can upgrade its equipment as well. I just remembered. So Pommy's. Oh, really? That didn't get rid of it. Oh, surprising. Barrage. After a short preparation time, you attack repeatedly with a ranged weapon. The attacks have a small randomized spread. Only works with bows and wands. 3 additional projectiles. Cool. Don't use it though. We tempted in just giving him any boots, but I'm not sure. Also need to be careful I don't accidentally switch out his sword. Actually, you know, I should really hold on to this. You know, I have no idea where the palm is. Is it by the scepter of God? Like inside the gate or what? I wandered around enough previously, I would presume so. Like if it was outside it, I would have found it. Sorry folks, the library's closed. And I'm gonna have to ask you to die. What? Let's go. Not even the museum displays will stay dead. Guess that's what happens when you've been bone idle for so long. Eh? I sincerely apologize. Okay, there's a hand thing going on somewhere. Just outside of map range. Terrible libraries, you know, not filling their chests. Tyrannosaurus Maximus? Or Tyrannosaurus Maximus? Really? 14 armor? Christ. Moving on. You also can't get your guardian things to use a bow. For whatever reason, won't do it. Okay, I'm probably going to regret this, but let's give it a try. I always lose my minions doing this, so it's just a case of I might lose my guardian.
Mana is spent.
5. Come on, start closing. Checkpoint. Fuck. Christ. Okay, I think I said I was gonna grab this next. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that. R-T. T. Thank you. Really? I guess I didn't take... I swear I took that out the first time. Guess I mustn't have. What the hell electrical shocked me? Not a go. Good boots. Or he's thinking maybe I should just give him any boots. Reckoning, Moon Shell, and Raise Zombie. Zombies now have over 1,000 hit points. Excellent. Thunderkeeper. Powerful crits. Undead. Oh shit, Einstein. Oh, this is narrated. Book 4. Raising the Asmari. Drain a cup of Asmarian tea and try and read your future in the leaves. You find... Let's start again as I left it too long. Drain a cup of Asmarian tea and then try and read your future in the leaves. You'll find your Valish will come in mighty handy. Our literature is conceived and born within Asmagi culture, Asmagi's cultural marriage with the Val. Prior to Val contact some 2,500 years ago, the Asmagi culture had a purely oral tradition of story and record keeping. Afterwards, the literary culture blossomed, along with just about every other aspect of fledgling civilization. From the moment the first Valishi ambassadors set foot upon the rugged slopes of the Asmagi ranges, my God, it's going a touch too fast. It'd be better if it was just all there for me, or narrated. Afterwards, their literary culture blossomed, along with just about every other aspect of their fledgling civilization. From the moment the first Valish ambassadors set foot upon the rugged slopes of the Amarian ranges, the Val civilization held the hand of the Amari as they grew from a primitive tribal existence to a cohesive culture of settlement and agriculture. Yet while the Val were generous with their knowledge and guidance in many areas, there's one subject which they were notably silent: the tears of Maj, which are now known as virtue gems. Despite an exhaustive search, neither account nor passage reference can be found regarding gem usage among the early Magi, though they described the Val having flesh-adorned glittering crystals. Our Magi ancestors were never privy to the gem's potential powers, at least not until the first Val refugees came knocking 500 years later. So the Magi were, guided to civilization by the Val, but the Val never taught them about virtue gems until refugees came to them. Alright. Interesting. I still keep biting my gum. It's painful. And I was going to default to saying interesting, just because. There you go. Alright. Excuse me. Oh, it's the guy in the painting. He's actually connected to it. Interesting.
Please, do not be alarmed. I am neither monster nor murderer, though that is the duality of existence that defines San these days. My name is Yosafuana, and I have the bleak honor of being the sole scholar to the Imperious Intellection, this grand repository of knowledge you see about you. May reason preserve us.
Seems friendly so far.
In more mundane circumstances, it would be preposterous to ask this of you, an utter stranger, but given that I don't know in which century I might see another pair of flesh and bone hands, there's a door, you see, concealed behind the shelves. It leads into the archives. That's where Isius Perandus concealed his golden pages. Can you see how maddening that would be for me? No, of course you can't. Ridiculous of me to... Suffice to say that they are beyond my reach. 4 Valish texts they are, of priceless historical insight. Please, find my friend's golden pages and bring them to me. You will be rewarded. I vow it before the ancestors.
We totally didn't get screwed over the last time we did work for a ghost. I'm sure it won't happen this time.
It is the Karui way to observe nature in nature. The fish without the sea is no longer a fish. It is dinner. The Eternals did not see it that way. An Eternal catches the fish, guts the fish, preserves the fish, and places it in a box. Only then does the Eternal feel he truly understands the fish.
Uh-huh.
It was a Karui Mutiata that discarded my failing body of flesh in favor of canvas and oil, an ancient song and a momentary lapse in judgment that I've had more than enough time to regret.
So it seems that instead of, rising up as one of the Undying, he's possessed to a painting now or something? Because it's some related to Karui?
It was a Karui Mutiata that discarded my failing body of flesh in favor of canvas and oil, an ancient song and a momentary lapse in judgment that
I have no idea what that means. Since I don't speak Karui, I've not a clue. Want to res a different spectre than the one I currently have, but these are the enemies I'm currently dealing with, so I work with what I have. But next time I think when I get one of the giant skeletons, I might res one of them. Okay. Ooh! Something interesting over here. Artisan Strongbox. Okay. Bit chaotic, but not too bad. That went nice. But one escaped. They should be around here somewhere. There you are. They'd never go far, thankfully. Ooh, silver coin. Orb. Grab this, and that. Sadly not as quite as profitable as I may have liked, but still, it served me well. It gave me some gubbinses. I've only a single one of those coins. Pop back to town for a moment. Okay. Say hi to you.
Hello.
The sealing of the prophecy turns it into an item, so you can hold off on it, or trade it to another player.
The storm's about to strike with precision. A deft foot will avoid the blows.
I hate you right now. Fine. Grabbing this. Moving on. Need to get good things for my guardian. Want him to have some nice equipment, you know? He deserves it. Is there even anything over here? Yes, there is. Victario's writings. Volume 1. Causa Mas. I never really understood Brechtov's work. Just a mess of trills and squeaky highs to my commoner ears. But that was before Causa Mas. From the very first note, her voice reached into my chest and plucked my beating heart from its cage. By the wide, glistening eyes of my fellow punters, I knew that they felt it too. I've previously stolen a quick nap during the aria that precedes Antonio's disemboweling. Not tonight. The gem at Callista's throat sparkles. Remember, the siren. I want to say, they were talking about a gem being at her throat. So yeah. I think it's the same person. I've previously stolen a quick nap during the aria that precedes Antonio's disemboweling. Not tonight. The gem at Callista's throat sparkled with a starlight brilliance as her C-sharp shattered. As her C-sharp shattered every pane and glass in the auditorium. Emergency intermission was called, while the stage crew repaired the floods and cans. A pair of physicians saw to those audience members lacerated by falling splinters. Now my suspicion of virtue gems is well documented. Though General and Courtier might fall over each other to have Malachi embed them with such miraculous gems, it is a travesty of justice that legionaries and workers of this empire should have mutilations foisted upon them. Yet in Close Mass I've seen how these gems may rend apart our mortal bonds, permit our imaginations and souls to truly shine. I'm adrift in the quandary, no oar in sight. Is Calista the artist, or the art? Is she the same woman I knew before, the bundle of talent and timidity that I had no choice but to adore? Is she still, in fact, a woman at all? Well, not anymore. She's a corpse, mate. Ooh, the Purity Chronicles. Book 1. Embers of Insurrection. He soared to power on the smoke of burning witches. So the surviving gemlings whispered a Vol of Terebus. As he donned, it sounds like a Greek place, as he donned the imperial crown in the second sacramento of something in 1334 IC. In truth, he was never the sort of man to set a girl alight for merely reading a palm or remedying a... Ooh, this is a saucy thing. So the surviving gemlings whispered a Vol of Tabes, as he donned the imperial crown on the thing Sacramento, but in truth he was never the sort of man to set a girl alight for merely reading a palm or remedying a bout of the clap. Righteous and devoted to both fate and country, High Templar Vol struck a little hardship in gathering others to his godly cause. So his own Lord Mayor, Undar, and Victario, the people's poet, so-and-so, together these warriors of purity, fortunate uprising against the gemling theomancy that Vol hoped would snatch this empire from the cause of devilry and return it to humanity. Yes, didn't the Lord Mayor side against Stab the king in the